Okay, and then the final video. Another bunch of clips or videos sent to us by from Jackson. Waxon Flaxon. These are all Jackson Waxon Flaxon recommended videos. Alright. Is this where the dude jump over the counter?
This is unbelievable courtroom behavior.
I wonder if I've seen these individually. Put her in a full Nelson!
In 2019, after a judge sentenced another judge to jail time, taking the defendant into custody wasn't so easy. A court officer had to drag her out.
The judge? What did she do?
Former Cincinnati Judge Tracy Hunter
Bribes.
was convicted of misusing her position as a judge to help her brother. The lawyer claimed her actions didn't break the law.
Judge Hunter has gotten up each morning not knowing whether that was going to be the day that she was going to have to go to jail.
After her appeals were exhausted, she faced the music in court.
What she wants is to control the facts. What she wants to do is write the law. And what she wants to do is play by her own set of rules right up until today.
Look at her, yeah. That's telling.
After two prisoners made a run for it, the judge yanked off his robe and chased after them.
Okay, what you gonna do?
One suspect lost a shoe.
Man, come on!
The stairs, the judge closed in. Eventually,
don't get caught by the judge.
The exit and got away. The judge lunged at the other one and grabs him by the collar.
You got caught by the judge.
Gave him a little shove as I was coming off the stairs to slow him down, and then just grabbed him and held him.
Put your hands behind your back.
You sorry for that, bro. You sorry.
From 2016, when a defendant willingly refused to go into custody, a judge shed his robe and helped the court officer restrain him.
Let's go then. He just jumped that dude.
Things were heated in the Michigan courtroom between the
judge I was waiting for a reason.
Who was reportedly in court for violating a personal protection order.
I want her to tell me to leave her alone. You know what? I told you to leave her alone. And apparently that didn't get through loud and clear. So today, you're going to jail for 3 days.
You're talking like he fucking her.
Tried talking back to the judge. He dug his hole deeper.
93 days in the county jail. You want to go for a year?
Then he had some words for the judge.
Shit in 160p.
I'm going to leave you alone. Tell me right now.
But the judge wasn't having it.
Put your hands behind your back.
So hold up.
Right now.
You want to act up, huh?
2018, a handcuffed defendant.
Don't he go over the railing? I seen this one.
Over a railing. Security guards.
He's trying to catch him.
Unsuccessful. The suspect
that dude's shoulder.
His pelvis and leg and
just his pelvis.
Skull.
Oh.
In 2006, an Uber driver accused of slaying 6 people was dragged out of a Michigan court after lunging at a witness.
I seen him coming.
In the middle of her testimony, the defendant began interrupting her and rambling incoherently. The judge ordered him to stop.
Be quiet in today's proceedings, okay? If you have anything to say, whisper to your attorney.
Then the suspect lunged out of his seat. He was restrained by deputies and dragged out of the courtroom. The defendant wasn't allowed to return to court and was forced to follow the proceedings on a closed-circuit link with 2 deputies restraining him. The suspects pleaded guilty to all of the charges and was sentenced to life in prison. In 2018,
oh man, they about to whoop his
2 brothers
ass.
attacked their
They done dragged him.
Court. Dale Williams pleaded guilty to aggravated murder in the death of his ex-girlfriend. Her family was present at the sentencing in the Youngstown, Ohio courthouse when her 2 sons tried to get some justice of their own.
Look at that shit. She was just shouting.
One of the men lunged at Williams. Court officers tried to stop the attack, but the man was able to grab
put out the
Williams by the feet and
taser.
drag
18
him.
people getting tased. If she tased
son
one
tried to help his
person,
brother,
18 people
but
getting
was
tased.
by an officer.
Everybody getting hit up.
Williams was taken out of the courtroom and his sentence was postponed.
Killed my mother, man. That was my mama.
During the sentencing for a 3-year-old girl's death, a brawl broke out in a Detroit courtroom when the girl's father attacked the man responsible for killing her.
Man, you had a free shot and he's standing.
The courtroom was cleared and rescheduled. In 2018, a mother lunged at the man accused of murdering her 2 sons. Marie Wren said she couldn't control herself when she saw the suspect accused of stabbing her teenage sons and burning their bodies.
Ain't nobody gonna sit in court and hold their composure and have a demon turn around and laugh about them killing their kids.
The grieving mother was determined to get justice for her son.
Every Sunday you go to church and you pray and you try to forgive. The anger still builds up in your soul.
After the incident, the judge issued the mother a warning. In 2023, the suspect was found guilty on all 6 charges against him.
That sounded sarcastic, it wasn't.
In 2022, a grieving father tried to confront the men accused of killing his daughter, but was stopped by Tennessee court officers. The suspects were charged with first-degree murder in connection with the death of Caitlin Kaufman.
That's a lineman work. That's lineman work. That boy played back in the day.
The defendants were brought into the courtroom. The victim's father had
the underhooks were clean too.
Out of the courtroom.
Might did some wrestling.
While the victim's mother sat in one of the benches and cried. One suspect was found guilty of second-degree murder. The co-defendant was acquitted.
He snitched.
In 2023, a fight broke out in the middle of a courtroom hearing. It started after the mother of a murdered 16-year-old finished reading a prepared statement. She got up from the stand and walked towards the defendant. A bailiff blocked her path. It happened right after De Leon pleaded guilty to killing his ex-girlfriend, Diamond. Diamond was shot 22 times while walking her dog the year before.
22?
It was horrible. Seeing my daughter there.
Dude will legit go murder over some pussy. That is insane. There's way too much pussy out here to be murdering over one. There's an abundance.
In 2023,
we'll literally never run out.
The accused killer attacked her own attorney in court. Taylor Shabusiness was accused of killing and mutilating her boyfriend the year before in Wisconsin.
Oh, that's crazy, man. This shit is not as fun as I thought it was going to be.
She attacked her defense attorney as he was sitting next to her. A court officer pulled her to the ground.
Come on, man. Subdue her, man. Come on.
Restrain her.
Put her in the courtroom. Put her in a Kimura.
Afterwards, Shabusiness underwent an evaluation.
She's giving you her arm. Put her in a Kimura.
To determine if she was competent to stand trial. She was later sentenced and assigned a new attorney. In 2018, this judge stormed out of his courtroom and chased down a woman. Let's
The magistrate was presiding over a trial with commotion coming from the hall.
That finger point was vicious.
This judge stormed out of his courtroom and chased down a woman. Les Trent explains.
The magistrate was presiding over a trial when he heard a commotion coming from the hallway. It was the woman, and she was screaming at the top of her lungs because she'd just been told that she was 30 minutes late to file court papers.
He took off after her, running through the hallways. When he finally caught up with her, he ordered her back to his courtroom. When she made a wrong turn, he steered her in the correct direction.
She's trying to dip.
I've never seen a judge behave in this manner. It's as if he decided he's got to be the bailiff and the
sheriff
and the judge and the prosecutor.
That's outside you.
One to chase after somebody, drag them back into the courtroom.
Inside his courtroom, he sentenced
her
to 3 days in jail for disrespectful and disruptive behavior. She tried to escape, but court officers detained her and led her away. The magistrate was later forced to resign for being out of order in his own courtroom.
That's crazy, bro. What the hell do you do about that?
The defendant, who made a flying leap over the bench, refused.
That's why the only way to have control in this world is to give up control.
To appear in court. Stacey Galandi
explained. It's the only choice we have.
Officials tell Inside Edition that the defendant
what the hell?
To make the walk through the tunnel system that links the courthouse to the jail where he's being held.
Make the leap over the bench. Refused
this shit was legendary. This shit was legendary.
Officials tell Inside Edition that the defendant flat out refused to make the walk through the tunnel system that links the courthouse to the jail where he's being held. There's another hearing scheduled for next Tuesday.
I think everybody would agree he's definitely a threat. I mean, I've been
still
doing this for over 4 decades. I've seen fights in the courtrooms. I've seen outbursts.
I ain't never seen nobody Super Mario jump over the counter.
The drama began when the
Braun Breaker spear.
Guilty to attempted battery. At first, he sounds reasonable as he asks for a break.
I feel that I should be sent to prison.
Then the judge notes his long criminal history.
Got a lot going on, sir.
I'm in a better place in my life.
The judge didn't buy his plea for probation.
But I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history.
Then chaos erupted.
Dude, did her face hit the counter?
Chaos erupted.
I never seen her face, but like, bam!
He flew right over the bench.
That's crazy, bro. That's some athleticism, bro.
The bench to protect herself. Minutes later, the judge reappeared. The suspect's mother said he was off his meds.
What he did, no shape, form, or fashion do I condone it. You know, I was just as heartbreaking and shocked as anyone else. But like he told me, he just snapped.
He returned to court, and the same judge sentenced him to a minimum 19 months for attempted battery. For Inside Edition Digital,
Look like you got a good hold of her, bro. That was crazy. The video was kind of sad. I don't even know if I want to upload that. Just in case, so like and subscribe.